Now, Russia's war in Ukraine has crept into NATO territory, with Poland warning it's the closest it's been to open conflict since the end of World War II. The stark assessment came from the Polish Prime Minister, Donald Tusk, after the country shot down several Russian drones it says violated its airspace last night. Mr. Tusk has invoked Article 4 of the NATO treaty, under which countries can call for urgent discussions with fellow alliance members. And in the past hour, President Trump has written this somewhat cryptic post on his social platform. What's with Russia violating Poland's airspace with drones, he says. Here we go. Well, our security and defence analyst, Professor Michael Clarke, is with me. Let's start with Donald Trump and his reaction. What do you think he means, here we go?
Mark, I wish I knew. I mean, it might be the loudest dropping of a penny in modern political history, but we just can't tell. It may be, of course, that Putin is overplaying his hand, but the message that Putin is giving to the Western allies and to Donald Trump is that this crisis will get more and more dangerous until you all lean on Ukraine to give in. And until Ukraine gives in, then these things will continue to happen. And Putin obviously feels he can keep the pressure up because he's convinced the Americans, mainly through Steve Witkoff, that the Russians are going to win anyway. They'll take the Donbass anyway, which is not true, but that's what the Americans seem to believe. They'll take what they need anyway, and they will make NATO feel more nervous. And that will only go away when the Ukrainians give in. So the message is, lean on Zelensky to come to some sort of deal and give us what we need.
So where did these incursions take place?
Well, the incursions last night were fairly extensive. I mean, the Russians launched, again, 450 drones from Western Russia across Ukraine, and about 19 or 20 of them went into Polish airspace. And so there seems to have been a few drones, certainly, 12 or more, and some say 20 or more, and at least one missile. We don't know what sort of missile it was yet. But there's debris in 3 or 4 different places along the border. And at Mniskow, a drone came down more or less in place. And this is a Jabera drone, which is a decoy. So it's meant to look like a Jiran 2, which is a very capable drone. And this Jabera is a very cheap version that just has a radar signature and it looks like it, travels like it. And, of course, it uses up air defence ammunition. So at the moment, we know of these 4 locations. There's others further west that are still to be confirmed. But by tomorrow, I think we'll see how many locations have got some debris, and they do go quite a way into Polish territory. It was not just all along the border. So this was a pretty serious incursion that was meant, presumably, to demonstrate that Russia can do this if it chooses.
Right, and what did NATO do about it?
NATO reacted as it should do. The air policing mission went into operation, so several allies were in the air last night. So F-16s from Poland were in the air, F-35s from the Netherlands were in the air. The Italians operated the AWACS, the Airborne Warning and Control System, that's the sort of airborne headquarters, to coordinate the action. And they also had some air-to-air refuelers in the air in case the fighters needed to hang around for a while. We know that at least 4 of these drones were shot down, maybe more. We'll find that out probably tomorrow. The thing about all this is the air policing operation, operated as it should. It shows the system works. Whether they decided to shoot down what they wanted or whether they just shepherded some of them that were into Polish airspace and then went in a circle and out again, maybe they just shepherded them out. As a result of today's discussions, I suspect NATO will declare that in future, I'm guessing now, but that in future, anything that comes over Polish airspace will be shot down. If that's what they do say, then they'll have to do better than they did last night. And I think the assumption in NATO is that probably this is going to happen again.
OK, Michael, thank you very much indeed.